a deck list in Gwent the Witcher card game. It's in beta right now, and this is right after the recent patch 0.9.11, I think, 0.9.11, which they took away the immunity of golds, added some new cards such as Greatsword, and this is the deck list. Skellige deck. The main engine is Greatsword, Longship, with hunters thrown in there. Obviously Freya's for the reses because they're pretty easy to take out when you first put them out. And I also run Champ of Champions because they're all agile, so you can keep them off. None of them are locked besides the one on the back row. So anyways, we also have Coral, which is kind of a staple in almost all Skellige decks now. She was before as well. I run Eskel too, just because it's a great card, especially against the troll card for armor break decks for Northern Realms. I also run a Avlock just to get the cards that I need, like Decoy for double res and Grimmist if I need it for the few weather decks that are going on right now. But yeah, they're just that's just basically to get out my hard hitting cards. And Wild Boar of the Sea. This card isn't run at all, hardly. It's hardly ever competitive, or it has never really been competitive, but I think it's pretty decent in the current meta, especially since it has 5 armor as well now. So that's like 13 damage to kill it, and it also can't be killed by Assassin for Nilfgaard either, and you can also put Resilience on it too if they decide to pass or something like that. Okay, so also have 3 Freyas, a Grimmist just for weather clear, most of the time weather clear, and the silver res card, I don't know how to pronounce it, Sigridrifa, 2, that's mostly 2 res, either Champion of Champions if it got strong, because just remember that Champion of Champions isn't actually regressing, so when it strengthens on in the first round, when it goes to the graveyard it stays strengthened, so you can always res that if it gets really high, or you can res Frett, or however you say his name, which you're most of the time going to be taking out with your leader card. And I also have 1 Elzer's Thunder just for clear on the boosting cards for Sky Hotel, and in case they are running Great Swords too, if they're running that deck, then I have this for that as well. And for also just clearing in general. I also have another First Light for if I need to rally, I'll use it for rally, but if I need another Clear Skies for some reason, if they're running like heavy weather, then I have that there. I only run 1 Adrenaline Rush because it's really bad if you draw them on round 3. And yeah, so if you draw this first turn, you're mostly going to use it on either Champion of Champions or one of these 2, depending on what their strength is. Or if you also have Wild Boar of the Sea, it can be decent on that too, out on the field. And I also run Marjorome. Nobody really runs this card, but I think it's really good in this meta because everything is being boosted in this meta, so you can have heavy swings with this card, like 15 damage plus swings with just this one card. And you can also use it in other situations, such as resetting your own units so they don't get cleared or something like that. Yeah, so I think it's a pretty good card in general. I also have Decoy, just for double reses, possibly double Grimace if they're going heavy weather. I can take Frett back to my hand and strengthen it again, because it also is not regressing like Longship is. And of course I have Udarek, just for card draw and to slow the rounds down when I need to. So that's 25 cards, minimum cards, because you need to get to your key cards as fast, like the engine of the deck, these 2. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and now we're going to go into a game and see how it goes. Right now I think I am 900th in NA, 903rd NA. But that's just because it's the beginning of the season right now. Not many people have played yet. But at the end of last season, I believe I was around 1300, which is pretty decent. Okay, let's get into a ranked game.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
You've got the heart of an uncrate.
Alright, so he has the advantage in this matchup because he can block my damage from Longship with like spying enemies. So I have to be careful of that. That's why I'm not gonna go for any more Longships because I mean if he does it, he does it. I will need. I don't need Freya's right now. He's probably not gonna have that hard of clear. It's not that good. Alright, that's fine. He's probably gonna have assassins too. He's probably running spying. So we'll see what he starts out with. It's good that I'm going second here because I don't want to go first in this situation. Alright. I'm probably going to clear that with Thunder. Yeah. I'll just do that. I don't want him getting any more buffs off of that because then I can't even escalate. I might escal that, maybe. Actually, I can probably wait.
I once lopped off 3 heads with one blow.
I'm gonna see if he plays anything else bigger that I can escal.
A shame I have no time.
Alright, that's fine. I'll probably just use Longship now since
I always find a way.
that's not good. He might have Menno, so I mean we can just strengthen this right now, and I have a res if I need it. If I really need it. But I'll see how this goes. If he clears Longship, I'll bring out Frett with Leader. But I don't know if he has any clear in hand right now. He might, I don't know what he's going to start damaging with this, but.
Gaia, my son.
Yeah, he brings out Assassin probably. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he's gonna block.
Your humble servant.
Okay, he could have blocked all that. I don't know why he's not. That was a really bad move by him. He could have put it in the middle here.
Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
Yeah, he's gonna start damaging Longship. I want to get rid of this because he might have decoy and he might have assassin for my greatsword, so I really don't want that to happen. He could just decoy that back in assassin, and I don't want that to happen. So I have a 16 value Eskel right now on the Infiltrator, but I don't really need to use it right now. It doesn't have anything that's threatening me, so I can just hold it for now. Alright, that's fine. I might bring out Frett right now. Actually, I'll wait until he puts down another spying unit. I don't need to do it yet. I could do. I'll put boar down. I think here. Okay, so the reason you do this with boar is because Longship still gains strength, except it actually uses up Wild Boar of the Sea's armor instead of its health. So you basically get free +2s for 5 turns on Longship. And this damages this, so this keeps getting strengthened. This will go to 12 or 11 next turn. And this will be at what is it? It'll be at 9.
Sometimes I've had about enough.
Yeah, it brings out okay. Alright. So he double locks. I could continue with this because I do have Frett, and I could Frett this and this, and I think I might do that because I want this to get 1 more strength at least, and if he does end up using something big, I can always Eskel the Infiltrator. Yeah, I'll do that.
For Skellige's glory!
So I'm gonna hit these 2, so this gets strengthened by 2, and this will be back to 13 in 2 turns. And now we're even in cards, and I'm up by quite a margin. I'm up by 16, so that's good. I still have resilience in my hand as well if he passes. I'm probably going to hope for Freya next round so I can save this to res Frett, because it's a huge res right now. If this is 17 base power, so if I res it and use the ability again, it'll be 21, and that's
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
really good. Okay, assassins. That was a bad play by him. This is gonna go back up next turn, unless he. Oh yeah, he's going to. I can force the. Well, he just returned one of these to his hands, right? So he's going to. He's going to ping this with the deploy. So I could either heal this in some way, which I can't really. Yeah, I can't. Or I could just pass and force him to go down too, because we're tied right now. I think I might do that. And save resilience for next turn, yeah. Yeah, I can force the down too. That's fine. He doesn't have any locks left in his deck now, probably. I doubt he's running another one. So hopefully I will draw Coral or Avlock, and maybe a Freya or 2. Okay, there's one. There's a decoy, that's nice, that's really nice. I'll probably pop First Light and see what I get. Alright, that's good. Alright, so hopefully he plays this round out on us so I can Longship and get my other Greatsword back, because then I can use Resilience. If not, I'll just mulligan Resilience next turn. Or next round.
What do you need me to
Alright. So he's putting something on the top of his deck. I don't know what it could be. So if I res my... So right here, he's down 3 cards. So what I want to do is just try to stay up, so he has to play down cards next turn, which is really good for me. So he has 10 on the board right now. If I Freya my Greatsword, then I'm still up by 2,
Modern
so
Freya is patient, but
I'll
she
just do
brooks
that.
no insult.
Now he either passes and plays down 2 cards, and I use Resilience, so he's basically playing down 2 cards. Or he continues playing this out, which is a horrible idea considering what I'm playing. He doesn't know I have Resilience, but it's still a bad idea. I can force, yeah, if he, I don't know, I might not even use Resilience if he passes here. I might just mulligan it next turn. And hope I don't draw Avalok, because I don't want to redraw it. We'll see what he does. Well, since I don't really have any reses, I might actually Resilience this if he lets this go. Alright, I don't know what he's doing. Alright, well that's unfortunate. He lost Menno. He might have left. Maybe he didn't want to play down 2 cards. Alright, well looks like he's not here anymore. He looks like he's back. I think. Or not. He might just forfeit now. Yep, okay. So, I mean, that was unfortunate he left, but, I mean, I think you guys see how the deck functions now. What I was going to do on my 3rd turn, I was just going to play out the 2nd one. Don't let him get ahead there, and so he's forced to play down a card, and I just pop Resilience on my Greatsword. And then I just res Frett next turn.